Namaste, angels. This is the daily reading for the 6th, Thursday, December 6th, beginning with the year 1240, when the Mongols under Batu Khan occupy and destroy Kiev. 1865, which is 9/11 or 11, the 13th Amendment of the United States Constitution is ratified, abolishing slavery. 1921, Anglo-Irish Treaty is signed. Ireland receives Dominion status, and a partition creates Northern Ireland. 1998, or 999, Hugo Chavez is elected president of Venezuela. Excuse me. 2006, NASA reveals photographs taken by Mars Global Surveyor suggesting the presence of liquid water on Mars. That means maybe we could live there someday, or people could live there. Did you know the first edition of the Encyclopedia Britannica is published in Scotland on December 6th in the year 1768? Famous birthdays: Jean, Eugene, Robert Houdin. Isn't that like a mouthful? John Singleton Mosby, Joyce Kilmer, Dion Fortune, Agnes Moorehead, and Otto Graham. Would you believe Thomas Edison, Thomas means twin, records himself reciting Mary Had a Little Lamb on December 6th in the year 1877, testing out his recorder. Famous weddings: 1491, King Charles VIII of France marries Anna of Bretagne. 1930, Pablo Neruda marries Marie A. Hagenaar in Batavia. 1941, King Leopold of Belgium marries Lillian Beals. 1962, actor Sean Connery, 32, weds actress Diane Cilento on Gibraltar. 1975, U.S. Senator Bob Dole, 52, weds former Senator Elizabeth Hanford, 39. And famous divorces: 1938, actress Betty Davis, 30, divorces musician Harmon Nelson, 31, due to cruel and inhuman manner after more than 6 years of marriage. 1982, U.S. Senator Ted and Joan Kennedy, divorce. And 1988, actor and comedian Robin Williams, 37, divorces Valerie Velarde after 10 years of marriage. Famous deaths: St. Nicholas, Jefferson Davis, Werner von Siemens, Honus Wagner, B.R. Ambedkar, and Tunku Abdul Rahman. Tunku Abdul Rahman was Malaysian and Malaysia's founding father. He's widely regarded as Malaysia's founding father and as the architect of both Malayan independence and the formation of the Federation of Malaysia. Rahman served as both Malaya's first prime minister from 1957 to 63, and upon its formation, Malaysia's 1963 to 1970. Born on February 8th in 1903 in Alor Star, Kedah, British Malaya, he was an Aquarius and died on December 6th in 1990 at the age of 87. B.R. Ambedkar. He has another name. His full name is Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, and he was Indian, and a jurist as well as a social reformer. He was an Indian scholar, jurist, politician, and social reformer who was fundamental in the creation of an independent India. Born into Date, which means an untouchable class in India, he became the first of his caste to enter Bombay University. Through the 1920s, he campaigned on behalf of untouchables, organizing marches and protests. In 1932, he was a signatory to the Pune Act. Ambedkar founded the Independent Labour Party in 1936, which is 19, and was appointed head of the committee to draft the newly independent country's constitution in 1947. Ambedkar is also credited inspiring a revival in Buddhism and converting himself in 1956. He was born on April 14th in 1891 in Mau, Central Provinces, British India, and was an Aries. He died on December 6th in 1956 at the age of 65. Honus Wagner. His real name was Johannes Peter Wagner. He was an MLB, Major League Baseball, shortstop. Nicknamed the Flying Dutchman due to his superb speed and German heritage, he played 21 seasons in the MLB from 1897 to 1917, which is 9-9, almost entirely for the Pittsburgh Pirates, during which time he won 8 batting titles. He's widely considered to be the greatest shortstop of all time. He was born on February 24th in 1874, which is 9/11 or 11. And the birthplace was Chartier, Pennsylvania, USA. He was a Pisces. He died on December 6th in 1955 at the age of 81. Werner von Siemens was fully named Ernest Werner Siemens, and he was German, an industrialist and an inventor. Namesake of the Siemens unit of electrical conductance, Siemens played an integral role in the development of the telegraph industry through his various improvements to the invention. He founded Siemens AG, which is today a successful industrial manufacturing company. He was born on December 13th. That's my ex Tommy's birthday. On December 13th in the year 1816 in Linth, Hanover, German Confederation, and was a Sagittarius. He died on December 6th in 1892, which is 9/11 or 11, at the age of 75. And me and Tommy were exactly 6 years and 6 months apart, June 13th and December 13th. And mirror signs. Gemini and Sagittarius are mirror signs. And his first name was Thomas, or Tommy. And my last name was Thomas, or Tommy. Twin. Oh, goodness. Jefferson Davis was President of the Confederate States of America. During the American Civil War, he took personal charge of the Confederate war plans as the President of the Confederate States of America. He was unable, however, to find a successful strategy to defeat the more populous and industrialized Union. His poor leadership is one of the main reasons for the Confederacy's weaknesses, according to many historians. He was born on June 3rd in 1808 in Fairview, Kentucky, USA, and was a Gemini. He died on December 6th in 1889 at the age of 81. And Saint Nicholas was Christian, a saint, and a Greek bishop of Myra. His reputation for secret gift-giving, such as putting coins in the shoes of those who left them out for him, made him the model for Santa Claus. He was born on March 15th in the year 270, so 9-9, right? Yep. 315 is 9, and 270 is 9. In Patara, Asia Minor, and was a Pisces. He died on December 6th, which is also 9, right? December 6th is 18 is 9, in the year 343, at the age of 73. Famous birthdays. Otto Graham. He was an NFL quarterback, regarded as one of the most dominant players of his era, having taken the Cleveland Browns to league championship games every year between 1946 and 1955, winning 7 of them. He was born on December 6 in 1921 in Waukegan, Illinois, USA, and was a Sagittarius. He died on December 17th in 2003 at the age of 82 of a heart aneurysm. That's one of my besties' birthdays, December 17th. Agnes Moorehead was an actress, a career of over 30 years in radio, TV, stage, and film, but best known for playing Endora in Bewitched. Yeah, that's where I know her from. She was Samantha's mother. She was born on December 6th in the year 1900 in Clinton, Massachusetts, USA, and was a Sagittarius. She died on April 30th, that was my grandmother's birthday, in 1974 at the age of 73 of uterine cancer. Dion Fortune was British and an occultist and an author. She's famous for the cosmic doctrine and the mystical Kabbalah. She was born on December 6th, which is 18 or 9, in the year 1890, which is 99, in Llandudno, Wales, and was a Sagittarius. She died on January 8th, which is also 9, in 1946, which is 11, at the age of 55 of leukemia. Joyce Kilmer was a poet known for his short poem titled Trees. He was born on December 6th in 1886 in New Brunswick, New Jersey, USA, and was a Sagittarius. He died on July 30th in 1918 at the age of 31 of a gunshot. John Singleton Mosby was American and the Gray Ghost, that's his profession, a Confederate Army Cavalry Battalion commander in the American Civil War, nicknamed the Gray Ghost. His command, the 43rd Battalion, 1st Virginia Cavalry, known as Mosby's Rangers or Mosby's Raiders, was a partisan ranger unit noted for its lightning-quick raids and its ability to elude Union Army pursuers and disappear, blending in with local farmers and townsmen. He was born on December 6th in 1833 in Powhatan County, Virginia, USA, and was a Sagittarius. He died on May 30th in 1916 at the age of 82. And lastly, excuse me, Jean Eugene Robert Houdin was French and a magician. He's considered the father of modern magic. Robert Houdin is the first magician to perform in a theater in formal clothes, a format followed by many of his successors. His best known tricks included making an orange tree grow before the audience's eyes and an alternating light and heavy chest. In 1856, so 9/11 or 11, he was even sent by Napoleon III on a mission to Algeria to quell Algerian marabouts who, with their supposed magic, were inspiring revolutionary actions against the French. Harry Houdini later adopted his stage in honor of Robert Houdin. He was born on December 6th in 1805 in Blois, France, or Blois, B-L-O-I-S, and was a Sagittarius. He died on June 13th in 1871, exactly 100 years before I was born, at the age of 65 of pneumonia. He was the last. All right, so going to the dice, we begin today with sex, eat cake, and forget it. Sounds exciting. Spirit says buy shoes, try again, and weekend away. Nice. Haven't seen that in a while. Try again. Maybe on your weekend away is what you're trying again, because maybe because of Mercury retrograde. Previously, it hadn't worked out, right? Your travel plans had been delayed or screwy, but because this day, the 6th, is the day on which Mercury goes direct, you will not have that problem anymore. In fact, you can just forget it. Forget it ever happened. Going to the cards, begin with the Ace of Air. Brilliant new ideas and inspirations. Seeing the truth of a situation and a challenging beginning. And opening to the Ace of Fire. An exciting new opportunity. Career advancement. Change your life now. Here's the new beginning with the Sagittarius new moon that comes. Perhaps. But we're also getting this new beginning with the Ace of Air. Again, probably because of Mercury direct. Ace of Air. And the Nine of Fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created, like your reservation. Have courage and believe in yourself. Nine of Fire. The Four of Water, missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Nine of Fire. And the Seven of Fire, defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground, but choose your battles wisely. Nine of Fire. And the Ten of Air. The end of a difficult situation. Yeah, the end of Mercury retrograde. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. You may even be recovering from an addiction. Nine of Fire. And coming to the Magician with Archangel Raziel, Major Arcana card number 1, which represents the sign of Gemini for me. Sometimes the other mutable signs. We'll see what it does today. You are ready. You have the resources and the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Overall energy is the Six of Air. Things are looking up. It's the end of a difficult situation. You may even be taking a trip. So this is movement. This is travel. Metaphoric or literal. Could be connected to weekend away, especially since this reading is for Thursday. We almost had 2 just now, so we'll keep that in mind. If there's something weird about this one or particularly interesting, maybe we're drawn to it, we'll check out this one and see what it was also. But you know what? Otherwise, if we don't, it'll be the masculine's advice. So we'll see it no matter what. All right. Crowning the masculine. The Five of Earth, womp womp. Fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. Feeling lack, loss. He is surrounded, however, by the Page of Water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase, and there are heightened psychic abilities. Page of Water is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, or someone likened to those traits or attributes. Can be an actual person as a court card. Pages bring news. This is news of something that's going to make you emotionally happy, or feel love or loved. And yeah, it may involve a relationship, may involve children, may involve heightened psychic abilities. sitting here under the Five of Earth, I think in either of those cases or any of those cases, it should make you feel a little bit better. Help you to get out of the slump maybe. But in the masculine subconscious is Major Arcana card 15, Ego, or the Devil, which represents the sign of Capricorn. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things and negative or fear-based thoughts. Here they are right here, right? Remember, the negative or fear-based thoughts are these feelings of lack and fears surrounding money. Maybe in connection to travel or movement, moving, figurative or literal. But he doesn't know what's coming. When I picked up this Six of Air, and we've already seen other cards that said, listen, get out of your slump, expect things to get better. Well, behind the Six of Air is the Wheel, which represents the planet Jupiter and the sign of Sagittarius, which it rules. Also, the fixed signs, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. A time of positive change. The situation suddenly moves forward. So even if this is like you're truly feeling this and you truly feel stuck, all of a sudden, very quickly, you can become unstuck with the energy of Jupiter and Sagittarius. Right? Jupiter is the planet of expansion and growth. It makes everything awesome. Fortune is on your side in connection with this. Crowning the feminine. The Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Like the moon, this Queen of Fire, because the moon enters Sagittarius on this day, the 6th. This Queen of Fire might be a Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, someone likened to those traits or attributes. She is also the quintessential divine feminine of the tarot. And is somebody who pursues her passions without fear. Feminine is surrounded by the Eight of Earth. Very nice. Skilled work is rewarded. So she's going after it. She's going to put effort somewhere. This card is also about learning all there is to know about a topic and maybe even going back to school. Basically, where you put your energy is from where you get your, desired outcome. At the root of feminine subconscious, the Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, and romanticizing the past. Six of Water, yes, can have to do with being nostalgic. It can have to do with children. It can have to do with soulmate relationships or like our own past when we were children, dealings with our siblings and or parents. Crowning. The Ace of Water, falling in love, or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth, and enhanced intuition. A new home is also possible. I said somebody could be moving, or there could be growth. This says spiritual growth. There could be growth because of Jupiter, the planet of growth and expansion. Or with the Ace of Water crossing the Page of Water, this can absolutely be about, super heightened psychic abilities, or the birth of a child, or the birth or rebirth of a romantic relationship, or a close platonic friendship, or a close, familiar relationship that you guys hadn't been getting along well. Now you are. That can be what the worry about lack was about too. Maybe not necessarily having anything to do with money, but having to do with relationships. Like, oh, in my relationships, I always lack. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. When is this one going to get bad? Because it feels so good right now. At the root, it is the Knight of Air. Intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. You can come up with creative solutions. So we talked about events that come with great speed because Jupiter will come in very, very quickly. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. All of a sudden, everything is good. Now, I paused for a second when I picked up this card because I was looking at the Six of Water. And I was looking at it in relation to this. Again, this can be about a child a relationship, new or renewed. At the heart of the matter, Major Arcana card, the World with Archangel Michael. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude in the path toward enlightenment. The World, Major Arcana card 21 equals 3, can have something to do with a party of 3. It absolutely can. But like whatever it was, whether it involved a third energy or not, it is something that is coming to an end, that was like holding you back, that you should have left alone a long time ago. You didn't. The universe stepped in to help you out of it. It's a slower moving energy than the Wheel or the Tower. As a matter of fact, it's very similar to the Tower for me, except for the Tower is super quick. All of a sudden something comes in, and the World can even require our patience. I will look at the other card. Remember I said if it's something weird or whatever. Let's see what this World is about. Oh, they made me pick up 2. I did not mean to do that. It's another 3. Major Arcana card, the Empress with Archangel Gabriel. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. For some, again, this has to do possibly with a child. Maybe even the birth of a baby. Maybe worried because the baby is coming soon. Perhaps later on this month, maybe the baby is a Capricorn, right? After Sagittarius is over, here comes Capricorn. So maybe it's almost time and just feeling lack, not enough money. I'm nervous about this. Another meaning for this is out with the old and with the new, right? There was something, again, that you were involved in too long, living condition, job, relationship, something that just really should have been over, and you tried to stick it out and make it work, and it doesn't work, and you should have been gone. So now the universe is helping to ease you out of it so that you can be gone. That's the old. This is the new. With Major Arcana card, the Empress, we get new starts. We get new beginnings. We get sometimes the birth of a child. We get a mother. We get nurturing. We get a beautiful, female often. We get, feeling attractive, feeling confident, like a queen of fire, perhaps. Except the Empress represents the signs of Libra, Gemini, and Taurus. The World, however, is a fire energy for me. It could be something involving perhaps a fire sign, some sort of party of 3 involving a fire sign, or involving an air sign, maybe most specifically, again, Libra or Gemini, and or an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn. This is also about abundance. So it's attached to not only the Wheel, but for the feminine, this 8 of Earth. Reaping abundance because we earned it. Put effort into it. And the other card that was coming out with it is very much like a 3 of Earth kind of card. This too is about abundance that has been earned as it relates to, abundance, finances, material things, the promotions, raise, even when it's from the universe to us, it's ascension, which can be connected to this, right? This is spiritual growth, could be because the masculine going through ascension. As it relates to relationships, like I talked about, somebody could be getting back together, or a new relationship or a renewed relationship. It's a renewed relationship. Maybe there's something went awry before, and that's why you have these sort of feelings of fear, or that they may go awry again, and you don't know how to behave. You don't know if the other person's going to behave, but it's time for you to, you've come to this crossroad, and it's time for you to decide where do you go from here, if anywhere. Review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. It's time to move in a new direction. Major Arcana card renewal, number 20, is Judgment in the traditional tarot. Which represents for me the planet Pluto and the sign of Scorpio, which it rules. This is also indicative of us leaving a party of 3 situation and bringing it down to a party of 2 situation for some. It can be divorce with the devil and judgment here, and this, and maybe this is a child. This is the mother of my child. I'm done with her. Here's the decision that we're awaiting, or that we've made. We could be awaiting a decision out of the judge, coming in the form of a knight of air. He's going to put the gavel down, and it's going to be all of a sudden, we're going to have to, you know, move on to whatever it is we do next based on that. Feminine, basically in anything you do, you are strong, you are, you know, confident, you're feeling attractive. People are viewing you as very attractive, with the Queen of Fire crossing the Empress. And, you know, nobody's doing you any favors. You're putting in the energy into what you're trying to manifest, and that's why you're getting it. You know, nobody's just giving anything to you. And what you're trying to manifest could include something having to do with a child, or with yourself as a mother, or with your own siblings or parent, or a soulmate relationship. Further advice to the masculine, the 4 of Earth, being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Could be being too cautious because he's nervous, not knowing or believing that this abundance is coming in. And not just with money, with emotions too. This is also about good business decisions, although I don't really think that that's part of today's message, and or giving to the less fortunate, and I don't really feel that either. This is about his foundations. He's afraid, and he needs to shake that off, take this confidence from the Empress and, you know, get him to a better vibe, and take this energy from the Page of Water, or this increased spirituality from the Page and the Ace, and get into a better vibe. And for the feminine, very nice, the 10 of Water, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met, and you have trustworthy relationships. You may be spending time with family. Again, you may be traveling this week, maybe because it's a holiday week. Hanukkah began today, the day on which I'm doing this reading, which is the 3rd. Hanukkah began. You know, Christmas is coming up. There are a lot of different reasons. We could be trying to visit and or gather with family. Yeah, some could be memorials, because I just heard that memorial. That could be why we're getting together with family, you know, to honor someone. But it's loving feelings. I don't feel anything negative here. If we want to look at anything negative, it would be these here on the masculine side. And these are within his control. Because the devil energy, it's a false sense of entrapment. It even says that right in the card. It's not a real entrapment. You are able to free yourself. And this is in your mind too. The 5 of Earth. These are fears surrounding, it says surrounding money, but it's not just money. It's fears surrounding lack in general. So, you know, relieve yourself of them and you'll be okay. That it's within your own control. I hope that you guys have found their reading helpful and that you enjoy it. I will be back for Fridays. Namaste.